Hey guys, it's Ty. So we got this really nice complaint letter from Michelle a couple of weeks ago, and she asked us like, hey, when you guys use the phrase Ty's OCD, would you consider using the word like Ty being anal retentive or Ty's particular or something like that to showcase that we're talking about organization, not necessarily obsessive compulsive disorder? Because she actually has a daughter who was diagnosed with OCD and dealt with a lot of like the really bad side of that. So in reading the note, which I still have with me, Michelle, we just thought it was really, sweetly worded and deserved to have some time put into it. And we ended up, first of all, just kind of talking about why we thought I have OCD, because I went through a lot when I was a kid. I'd put my socks on and off, or I'd have to flip light switches and things like that. I still do some of that stuff today, but a little bit more under control, and it doesn't take up as much of my life. From there, the next step was to reach out to Rogers Behavioral Health, where Michelle's daughter actually ended up going to kind of deal with the OCD stuff. And we were going to ask them to diagnose me. Dr. Mariaskin is here. So we're going to go through kind of the conversation or whatever you'll take me through to figure out what I may or may not actually face in my life.
Knowing that you have a radio show, I've taken care not to learn anything about it.
Thanks.
Or look you up.
Thanks for not listening.
Right. So I can be a fan afterwards.
Yeah.
But right now, I want it to be completely unbiased so that I could do an accurate assessment.
So after that little video, we went into a room by ourselves, chatted about everything from my early childhood to some of the things I've experienced all the way up to today. And it was interesting because it wasn't just your average questions about, do you flip light switches or what stresses you out? It kind of it ran the gamut. Like, are you friendly? Are you outgoing? What gives you anxiety? Do you remember these kinds of things happening? And I learned a lot in the process, but we ended up with a diagnosis of what I'm dealing with. Well, this is after this session. How long did we talk, by the way, Dr. Mariaskin?
Boy, I think it was about 90 minutes or so, about an hour and a half, hour, 45 minutes.
Well, you said that probably when I was younger, I had very mild or moderate OCD.
Probably moderate.
Yeah. Moderate OCD.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that was probably because I was hiding some of it on accident. Or I couldn't remember like some of the stuff I did, genuinely.
Yeah.
And then now I probably face, you said I would definitely fall into the mild OCD scale still.
Yeah, and so I think one of the things about OCD that's interesting is that right now, you're not significantly impaired by it. And in fact, you've said, you were saying, hey, some of the things that I do that may actually be kind of OC symptoms in terms of having systems and routines, they may be OCD informed, but you were feeling like, hey, that doesn't really get in the way. So that's not going to, if you walked in now.
So I have a type of OCD. Oh man, this bear, unbalanced.
He
needs to be just right.
Yeah, but, so that's the thing. So if I were really stressed out on a certain day, I would probably, you think I'm not moving him. Right now, I think I'm moving him to be exactly like I want him to be. Mm-hmm. And that's a certain type of OCD.
Right, yeah.
Is that more obsessive or compulsive?
Well, the behavior itself is the compulsion. The sensation of things have to be just right, and that can be associated with or else, and then there's a discrete fear. Sometimes it's just a bad feeling. That's the obsessive component. So that discomfort, it's the itch of the mosquito.
And I would have that. I would feel myself, my blood would get a little warmer, and I would feel a little anxiety from that.
What we're hearing from you, too, is a typical thing where OCD symptoms are higher sometimes than others. So stress can make OCD worse. Sometimes, just life circumstances of like going through puberty or changing jobs, a lot of different things. So, OCD is something that's like typically for most of people's lifetime, and it's just kind of how intense the symptoms are.
Yeah. So over the years, it could come back stronger.
It could. It's possible. Do you feel anything? Are you bothered, or is it totally fine? Like when the other hosts say something about your OCD to you?
It does not bother me.
Okay.
But that's why we came to do this, because it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
And I know that I was able to, I guess it was exposure or whatever I did, where I started slowly overcoming some of those moments. So I know that I didn't let it win. Yeah. I know it's harder for other people than it is for me.
Yeah.
But that was why we came here, so that I would not just be being like, I overcame OCD if I didn't ever have OCD.
Right.
That's not fair.
Right.
But if we're like, Ty's a little OCD. Is Ty a little OCD?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's how I just don't want to be like, something. I don't want to make it up. So, got to say thank you very much to Dr. Mariaskin, who knows more about me than most people in the world do now, and also Dr. Eken, who helped us pull together this whole experience, really. And then, of course, thanks go out to Michelle and Megan. Their family is the reason this whole thing started. And it taught me a lot. I learned a ton of stuff. We had some fun on the air, kind of learning what it meant to deal with OCD and also some of the ways that I can help myself overcome sort of the compulsions that I face on a daily basis. And then it was really cool because Megan, who was the genesis of this whole conversation, called the show afterward and just said that she really appreciated that we took the time. So, of course, we took the time, Megan. We just thought it was such a genuinely nice email and it deserved the time. But then thank you for reaching out to us. So you can check out a full-length video of the full conversation, everything that we kind of experienced, and then also a podcast with Megan's call so you can hear just what a cool, like normal, sweet person she is as well by checking out the links on the video.